Hey, Steeler Nation, we got some unfortunate breaking news. Brian Flores, defensive coach assistant, is no longer a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers because he has accepted a job to join Kevin O'Connell and the Minnesota Vikings and being the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator. News broke earlier from Adam Schefter, per his sources, that Brian Flores is going to be gone. He replaces Ed Donatel as a defensive coordinator. I think the Minnesota Vikings they got a good one, y'all. And you look at what Brian Flores has done defensively. You look at what the Pittsburgh Steelers were able to do with the middle linebacker situation, what it was last season. He showed his worth. I think everybody in Steeler Nation understood the fact that Brian Flores wasn't going to be a member for the Pittsburgh Steelers for very long, that he had, the potential of being a head coach in this league, much less a defensive coordinator and or, like I said, head coach. He got a lot of looks. He had a second interview with the Arizona Cardinals to be their head coach, and yet he signs with the Minnesota Vikings. He must have liked the move. The Minnesota Vikings were trying to sign some other guy. I think he ended up signing with the Carolina Panthers. However, they end up signing him before the Minnesota Vikings can go do their interview. His name escapes me for the moment, but Minnesota didn't want to have that happen to them twice, I guess, and so they made Brian Flores an offer he couldn't let go. Now, Flores was scouting for the Pittsburgh Steelers this past week. I don't think there's too much of a concern there as far as what type of knowledge he may know about the strategy for the Pittsburgh Steelers when it comes to what they're looking for, where they want to draft. I think the Steelers don't really make it a secret of who they're targeting or what position they're targeting. By all accounts, it looks like they're looking at the trenches this year, both sides, offense and defense. That also leads me to believe that if they're, looking at the trenches, that the middle linebacker position is one that they're trying to acquire or fulfill in potentially free agency. And one big, name that's always out there that I've been, harping for since probably the bye week, maybe even earlier than that, is that when this season was over, that the Steelers would acquire Tremaine Edmonds and he would be partnered up with maybe Miles Jack or whoever, Mark Robinson, if he just, seems to develop into that guy. But, I think that a Miles Jack Edmonds tandem there in the middle would be a force to be reckoned with. But, that's beyond this point. For now, the Steelers lose a good one. They lose a great coach, a guy that had, that was destined for more. I appreciate what he's been able to do for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm sure as every fan does, appreciate his efforts. And the Steelers will move on to the next episode, so to speak. Well, with that being said, guys, just want to let you guys know about this news. Please hit that like and subscribe button, ring that notification bell. I'm Daniel J. This Day of the Steelers. Peace.